the work begins for my guest anchor tonight. Take it away.
Another person celebrating freedom from jail today is the Kenyan embattled Pastor James Maina Ng'ang'a.
Well, he was released on bond by the Limuru court 2 days after being arrested on charges of causing death by dangerous driving and failing to report an accident.
Timothy Otieno was at the Limuru court.
The tension inside the courtroom was thick, and so was the crowd outside. Hundreds of Limuru residents turned up, perhaps hoping they would get a glimpse of the proceedings inside. But authorities here were not taking any chances. Only authorized persons were allowed inside the courtroom, and even though not as many were in attendance today as were on Friday, the courtroom still filled to capacity. It was the second day the man of God was in the dock, and attention quickly shifted to the resident magistrate Timothy Ole Tanchu. And shortly before 1 p.m., his decision as to whether Pastor Ng'ang'a, the key suspect in a fatal car crash, and 3 others would be released on bail was read.
The first accused, therefore, shall be admitted to bond in terms which I will set shortly.
The court ruled that the prosecution had not given compelling reasons to continue locking up the suspects. Ng'ang'a was released on a bond of 1 million shillings and a surety of a similar amount, or a bail of 500,000 Kenya shillings. His 3 co-accused, Simon Kuria, Christopher Nzioka and Patrick Bayer, were also released on a bond of 100,000 shillings, or a bail amounting to 50,000 shillings each. The prosecution's plea to have him detained did not hold water, according to the magistrate. But the proceedings took a different trajectory after the prosecution requested the court to allow police extract a blood sample from the evangelist.
Can they even show you that they recovered any blood or anything else that they want to compare?
Samples his defense team termed as irrelevant to the case. According to them, Ng'ang'a had no body wounds because he was not involved in a car crash. But the prosecution are baying for Ng'ang'a's blood quite literally. They insist the samples must be compared to those found at the crash site. The magistrate said the matter would be heard next week. Outside, news about Ng'ang'a's release had spread and the crowd remained agitated. He was quickly whisked away at around 5 p.m., but his defense lawyer says they are confident the cleric will be found innocent.
I can guarantee you that Pastor Ng'ang'a will be present. He's not going to abscond. He's ready to stand trial. He has been cooperating with the police, and it's a matter that he really wants to put to rest.
Now, with the payment of the 1 million shilling bond by Apostle James Maina Ng'ang'a virtually guaranteeing that he will not have to spend another night under police custody, he will, however, have to appear before the Limuru law courts next week Wednesday for a mention in a case that has the entire nation watching and waiting. Timothy Otieno, KTN News, Limuru, Kiambu County.